Okay. Um, I've been tasked to share my testimony, and I really thought about it because this is my fourth year of being in Malaysia, and it happens to be my last year of study. So, in 4 years, I have thousands of testimonies to share. And you might think that testimony is, something good, something flowery of the bad time that God delivered you. But I believe any experience is a testimony because we learn from that. And I was thinking maybe I can share about how I've in many instances thought that this is my last time, this is the last chance that I'm going to be here, this will be my last day of school, this will be my the last time that I get to study, and yet God always sends someone to deliver me. The perspective back home is that if you go abroad to study, then you're very rich. I don't know if that's how you think the mindset is over here as well, right? They assume that you have a lot of money that you're able to afford, but I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart that it has been God delivering me from one tight spot to another tight spot, and then over there, when you think that there's nothing else you can do, then He sends someone else, and something else miraculously happens. To such a point that most of the things that have happened to me in my 4 years of study, they've happened in such a way that I'm not allowed to even talk about it. That's the level of customization that God has done to give me these blessings. And I shared previously about 2 years ago about how I came under the impression of being under a scholarship, but then when I arrived, no scholarship. They told me straight to my face, we do not provide scholarship. I don't know where you got that message from, but you're here, you have to pay full price. And that's the time when I thought, okay, well, no scholarship, I might as well just go back because it's too expensive. But over the course of time, somehow after the first 2 years of my study, I sought the advice of people around, and they told me, just go back to your school, show them the evidence that you have, someone actually told you that you have been given a scholarship. And so I went with that evidence from emails, and I told them, well, before I came here, your agents actually told me that if I maintain this standard, I would have some of my tuition fee covered. And it took some time, it took a lot of prayer as well. And eventually they agreed to give part of my tuition fee for my third and fourth year, amounting to about 11,000 ringgit, which is a huge load taken off from those supporting me. And when they did that, they said, you dare not tell anyone about this, because everyone would think that we just give out scholarships anyhow. So I really thank God for that. Next up, when I now moved to the ministry here in the church, I'd like to share a text from Exodus chapter 4 and verse 10. And this is when God sends Moses to deliver the Israelites from the Egyptians. And he's been given the clear instruction of what to do, and he knows what to do. But then in verse 10 he says that Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. So God has sent him. Obviously, God knows why he has chosen Moses. But excuse after excuse. I cannot speak. I cannot stand. I am slow to speak. But God has said, go. And here's the direction you should go. I faced a lot of times right here in this church where I've been told to go. Go and do something. Go and help someone. Go and try this. Around the first days, Mom Ellen said, come, join the choir. Say, I cannot sing. Eden said, come and join ukulele group. Say, I cannot play. Sabasku say, come and teach. Say, I cannot teach, I've never taught before. Pastor Lim says, go and preach. Say, I've never preached before. Auntie Foyok says, come and teach the children. See, children don't even like me. Not even my own nieces and nephews. Pastor Guy Simon says, join Pathfinder. Say, I left Pathfinder a long time ago. I don't remember things. But every time I've had an excuse, God has burdened me. I felt a burden. The more excuse I give, the more burden I feel. And Exodus chapter 4 verse 11 says, and the Lord said unto him, who hath made man's mouth? Or who maketh dumb or deaf, or seeing, or blind? Have not I the Lord? So, whatever excuse I have, I'm really busy studying engineering. I working in school. I was heading the engineering committee, organizing all the events. I was heading the library in my school. So many excuses I can give. But every time I feel burdened, because if God keeps making a way for me, every time that I feel like I cannot make it anymore, why can't He make a way for me to minister in the church as well? Why can't He not make a way for children to like me so I can tell them a story? Or for me to learn to play ukulele or to sing? I'm still not confident with my singing, but I will come and give glory to God, because if I don't, who's going to do it? If Moses does not, who's going to do it? Am I not the one who made time? I think God is asking all of us, and not just me. I always pray for KL English Church, every member that I've had a chance to meet, because we might not meet again over here, but I pray that we'll meet again over there. Amen.
Amen.